125 degrees of freedom inside. And right now, you can see there's a camera placed over here. So I'll do a simple pose. Like if I come on the camera normal, so it's in the default pose. But if I just do like this, namaste pose, then just doing a namaste pose, same as well. Okay, and if I'm doing just raising my hand like this, so it's raising its hand. And if I'm reducing it, I'm just raising the other hand. So it's mimicking the same action which I'm doing at this point. It's close. So this is a whole humanoid robot. It has 10 degrees of freedom on the upper body, and the lower body is placed over there. If you want to see, then wait. So this is the lower part of the body. This is called the torso, and this is the lower part. There is the knee over here which has one motor. This is the pelvis, and it is used for making the robot walk. So you can see here for the foot movement, like the foot moves like this and this. There are two movements, a ball and socket joint. So for that we have introduced two motors over here. So if you can see, it makes a movement like this, and it makes a movement like this also. So for that we are using two motors over here. And for walking, basically for simple walking, only two motors are involved, 2 to 3 motors are involved. The initial one is over here for lifting the ankle up and down. And after that we have the knee, like once we are walking we need to bend the knee also, okay? And we need to push this backwards while we are moving. So for moving that we have the hip roll here. So we are moving the hip pitch, we are moving the knee pitch, and we are moving the ankle pitch to make it walk. So a combination of all these three movements on both the legs are actually making the whole robot walk. So this is connected to the lower body, and then this whole robot makes detecting people and enemies. Like if the soldiers are in proper uniform, then they are detecting that they are in the Indian army. If they are not in proper uniform, then they are detecting that they are enemies or something like that. So that is one of the applications of these robots. Apart from that, it can also lift basic weights, like up to 5 kgs. It can lift weights of those categories. And initially we have almost trained the lower body for making it walk, and we are also working on the upper body to introduce more features in terms of vision and perception and all of those kinds. So yeah, that's all about the humanoid robot which we are building at this point. If you all have any questions. Okay, so the child cannot walk at the first place on its own, right? It needs to fall several times and it needs to learn. Yeah, so it's similar to that category where this is like a child, it's falling several times and then it's learning like, okay, I took this step and I fell. So I should not take this step. I should take a different step. How to actually walk. And after training that, okay, there is something which is called the simulation to real. So there is a lot of gap between that. Because in simulation everything looks perfect, but once you actually transfer to the real robot, you will actually face many kinds of difficulties. Like there is difference of friction, the motors are robot we use Isaacson. And for the upper body, we are using Move It to mimic the human body. Like there's a media pipe library which is being incorporated in the camera. So it's taking the human body poses, there are 33 poses, it's taking those poses. Yeah, and you can do
upper body. It sends joint angles to the topic, and this topic gets subscribed, and after the subscription we built in 3 courses that are already mentioned in the
that's just it gets you the visual as well as it gets you the depth how far it can do it in moving. Then this is processed in the server and it is given to the annotation team where they annotate all the key points. See, the skeleton thing.
things, whatever you do, coding and all, right? AI, whatever stuff you do, you need the hardware to be implemented to make it autonomous. That's what the company's game is all about. So they are, the XP is all about, the meaning is exponential, right? Exponential, XP, right? So XP Robotics.